For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. It's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And Burrow going to throw again. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Lawrence. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here first and goal. And they go play action now. Burrow looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for us, Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him. That excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down throw for Young. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he's here. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DeAndre Swift. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for their first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lawrence. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. He'll work that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Here's Wu denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On second down, Swift. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Young to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Now a give right side Swift. Down to about the 32.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll try to throw now. Young. This is the tight end fair. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
To throw, Young. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have moved out in front. extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man complete. It's Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. Burrow will throw. Able to find the open man. That's good. Eagles first down. They needed 3. Six.
And the Bengals first down.
Burrow on play action. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice game that played before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're starting to lift their line tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. That he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Burrow. And it's caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
McPherson's kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Once again, it's Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Young on 3rd down. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now Young going to move him around.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now here's Young toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Again, it's Young. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Noah Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Boswell for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete here.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st down, here's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
3rd and goal, Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bengals have cut the lead back down to 2. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Young now from the 50. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. It's Young off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about that? I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young now. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that one. Who knows?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Gets around him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run here with Swift. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right. They figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. And all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate play. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Burrow. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Looking to throw, Young. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And they got it inside the 10 at the
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Young will set to throw. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Elliott is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's 4. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's 4th. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's Burrow. Now his hands quickly to Higgins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
This is Swift on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Young from the shotgun. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The play fake. Now Young. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's a handoff to Swift. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 95 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. A first down throw for Young. This is the tight end Fant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing, Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And Young's throw there incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Gain of 19 yards. First down, Bengals.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's 4. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run down here with Ferguson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And the Steelers set to take the field. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over the hotel before the game, and one of the themes that kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Young to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to shake it. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra
extra speed, allow for great penetration as they stuff that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Burrow going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lawrence. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. This is caught. Touchdown Bengals. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to break their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Young.
Man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Now Burrow. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Throwing, Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Here's first down. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. This has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Playoff football at its best. Remember, a touchdown on this drive isn't a game winner as they work on 2nd down here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A 3-and-out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big 3rd down coming. Now Burrow. That is caught, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down. A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early 1st downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT, because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Burrow on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. Swift is hooked, and he coughs it up. And the Bengals grab it. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4. And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. What can Young do in the OT? Oh, and it's intercepted. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. But not only do they get the interception, now they've got it first and goal, and already in chip shot range here for a field goal to write it into this script.
Brandon, they have to be thinking to themselves, do we just run the field goal kicker out there right now? Most teams, though, tend to run a play or two, take care of the football, and then kick it on third down.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points.
On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams. It's the Steelers now on the clock. Next up, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now. With the next selection, the Falcons are on the clock. With the next selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. The Pittsburgh Steelers are now on the clock. With the next selection, the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock. It's the Steelers now on the clock. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. The Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock now. On the clock now, it's the Tennessee Titans. With the next selection, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Bengals now on the clock. The The Minnesota Vikings are now on the clock. Austin.